creatures of the internet. If you are a DIYer mechanic, or you're just a general mechanic, or you're a off-roader guy, or you're a racer guy, whatever you are, you're gonna wanna watch this video because today I have this very, very handy tool, the Gyraline. If you're like myself, you find yourself in the position of working on cars quite a bit, and you have to adjust suspension parts or replace parts or you name it, or like I said, you're even off-roading a Jeep, like this one behind me. Or you're racing a car or whatever you name it is and you have to just adjust suspension all the time, well, you tweak the alignment every time, which if you work on cars, you know this. However, you don't always have the convenience to schedule an alignment with a shop or have a big fancy $40,000 alignment machine, and that's where this Gyraline comes in. Now, I reached out to them because I really wanted to try this product because all it is this piece of plastic that looks like it's 3D printed. It secures your phone in it, and then you use this little plastic piece to level with your phone and an app, and it gives you all the angles that you need to adjust your alignment. So I reached out to Gyraline because I was really interested in this product, and they sponsored today's video, so I want to give a great demonstration on how this product works, and I'm actually very impressed with it. All right, to start, Gyraline has sent me this product right here, and again, all it is a 3D printed piece of plastic, it looks like, with a little adjustment set screw to level your phone. And you take your phone, you put it in the device like this, tighten it down until it's level and tight in there, of course. And we are looking good. Make sure it's not going to fall out, like so. And then you download the Gyraline app itself right here. Once the app is opened up, all you have to do is go into your angles that you want to adjust. We have the toe, the camber, and the caster. And the toe is really the most important angle from left to right of the tire. Your camber is your up and down, tilt in or tilt out, and the caster is the back and forth from the front and back of the wheel well. So let's get right into adjusting toe, and we will see how exactly we can get this thing aligned by using the body align feature in the Gyraline app. We got to use these little pinpoints on the top of the device here, and we're going to use that for our angles to measure up correctly on the vehicle, and we're going to use that back of the window right there for our level on both sides, and we'll have to use the body align. You can see these things are illuminated right now. You just click that, and it will tell you. We're gonna restart that because that's not the right way to start. All right, we're gonna go find our body line right now. So we're gonna find our body line. We're gonna use the back of the window here, and then use the little level. There's a little green level right here. As you can see, that little green level, we're gonna try to keep that in the center like so, and we're gonna line it up to the door. Once it's level, we can hit that flashing illuminated body line like that. Now it's a solid line. We're going to go do the other side. Same thing applies on this side. Make sure it's level. And it'll ask you to once more to the back, the other side. And like so, you can see now we have our thrust line right here. We have a line through the middle. Now it illuminated both the left side tires. We're going to get our toe adjustments on the left side wheels. Let's go over to the left front tire and we'll start there. Now what you need to do is find a good center spot on the rim until we get level. And what I like to do is I just made a mark. I just try to find an eyeball mark where this blue screw is right here, and I just put a little mark so I can kind of have a reference point on the tire so I'm just a little bit more accurate and consistent here. And once you're level, you can hit the tire like so, and I'll just go and do every other tire and just come back with the results and let you know where I'm at. So now when we're done with all the measurements on each wheel, it will give you a picture kind of like this. Now it looks a little dramatic with all the wheels. However, that's pretty much the direction that every tire is pointing. And honestly, I kind of knew that this thing was going to be out because we've been really hitting the trails with it hard, and we have a lot of toe going out, and actually the left rear toe being bent out like that, as you can see. That actually has a bent axle back there, so that was kind of well aware of what we're dealing with currently. So I need to adjust total toe on the front of this thing to make the wheels a little bit more straight. But before that, I want to just demonstrate the camber and really show you how to do that as well. So when adjusting camber, you want to make sure your floor surface is really, really level. and not a lot of imperfections in the way, which you can see from this level right here. Our floor is actually in very good shape. And now once we've figured out that our floor is level, we can go ahead with calibrating the device and getting ready for our camber measurements. Now to do this, it's gonna ask you to calibrate the device and tap right on this calibrated thing. It's gonna ask you to rotate your phone. And then I like to put the phone on the ground, get the device angle, and we will be able to measure exactly where level is. And once the device has calibrated, it will actually help us tell exactly where the camber measurement needs to be. So let's level the device on the floor quick. So just like so, we're gonna level that bar and save angle 1, rotating the device. And it's gonna ask us to do the same thing on the other side. And once we have that calibrated, it will give you the offset, so negative 2.2. We can start with our camber just like that. So now it's gonna ask us to rotate our phone, front left camber. Let's start on the front left. So now we're gonna be using this point here and this point here on the front of the wheel here until it's level, like so. A little finicky, but once you get it, turns out pretty good. So I'll save that. And then we'll move on to the front right. All right, same thing is gonna apply on the front right. Rotate our phone, angle right, and we will save it just like so. Front camber, basically 0 on both wheels. And if you look, she is basically straight up and down, which for this one is what we want to see. Now, all you need to do from here is make your adjustments and go back and repeat the process until you get this thing dialed into where you want your specs. And once the specs are there, you're good to go. Now, if you have used things like Hunter alignment machines or Snap-on alignment machines or whatever you name it, they do have live toe readouts and camber readouts, which this obviously does not use. However, this thing will get you pretty much dialed into exactly where you need to be. It's a little bit more finicky because you'll have to keep rechecking it, but you can honestly align a vehicle in-house without the expensive $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 alignment equipment from your phone. Pretty cool. And clearly, judging by my toe, I now need to make a few adjustments on this Jeep to try to make the front wheels a little bit straighter on that end. If you're screwing with suspension parts a lot and adjusting things here and there, consider getting one of these Gyralines because it will actually work and you can do it in-house, and it's a pretty handy tool to have. Even if you're trying to just ballpark something, you can have it in your toolbox and it's ready to go at your fingertips. So thank you again to Gyraline for sending this tool out and sponsoring this video. I'm gonna be using this thing quite a bit. I've already used it on 2 other vehicles now, and it's worked out really well, and it's fixed the alignment issues, no tire wearing issues, no nothing like that. It's just worked every time. So again, does it replace all the big alignment machines? No, it doesn't. It does not. Will get you where you need to be in-house if you're doing DIY stuff, your own ball joints, your own tie rods, you name it, you can do it in-house. Look no further, Gyraline. Thanks for watching.